one chance to do it. And they're all in use. They're all they're charters. So I have to shoot these planes at 3:30 in the morning on Thursday. Then Friday is...
Will the lighting even be fine?
Give a guy a mic and you won't stop talking.
I'm not saying anything anymore.
We need you, boy. But you know what? You know what the biggest request on this podcast has been?
What?
Please give Roarke a mic.
Talk such crap.
I'm being fucking dead
and
serious.
Please show us the script that Roarke writes for Warren and Al.
So we're still trying to figure out the script that Roarke writes, but you've got your mic now.
Okay, well let's be official about this and do a proper intro.
Cool. Well, how would you like it, boy? Why don't you count us in like we're live, and then we'll do it.
Do you want me to give the clap?
Nah, you can do whatever you like, boy.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, intro.
Boom.
You can.
That was that.
Yeah,
I didn't know you were that big of a Simon Hall fan.
Jesus, welcome to the show. Like I said, give the guy a mic, eh? Give the guy a mic, boy.
Everyone like shits on us, but it's all this guy actually.
Yeah.
He stokes the fire.
You know why? Because everyone's like, oh, I think you should organize Roarke a mic because they actually want to hear what he's really saying. I think that's what's really going on.
100%.
I don't say anything.
Now you're in big cuck, boy. Now we can hear you crystal clear. And if you could stop moving that around, that'd be great as well because it's like mumbling in my ears. It's like there's a rat in my headphones.
Have you ever sat at this table?
Boy, now that you pointed out,
You've
got to do some manspreading.
Okay.
Fantastic. What's happening, guys?
Nothing much. Been busy. You?
Yeah, pretty much the same, I guess.
You going to ADCC this weekend?
I am not.
Not?
No.
What?
I have a bachelor's.
You are always at bachelors or weddings
dude, it's
or
crazy.
something, bro.
So what happens when you're a likable guy?
Or when you own a bar.
Yeah.
And have access to lots of alcohol.
Yeah, that dude always brings a beer. That's pretty much how it goes. So yeah, I'm actually in Paris on Friday. I'm driving back for the bachelor's.
And not the French city.
Whoa, what was that?
I got no idea. Was it you?
It's like a stomach growl. It's that keto, boy.
Doing so well over here.
This guy's dying. But listen.
That
he's
is
just
you give him a mic and you hear all these new sounds.
You got to make it through the show before you die, boy. You can't just kill over here.
It's
was
because
amazing.
of that diet he was telling us
Yeah.
about.
The
2 Woolies bars, 5 McDonald's patties.
I didn't get to eat the 5 McDonald's patties.
That's why your stomach's growling.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
right. Stop starving yourself, bro. You're like 1 meal away from being bulimic.
He thinks he's competing at ADCC this weekend. That's why.
Let me tell you, your division just cleared out after you snapped that kid's ankle, bro.
No way, you see everyone entered his division now.
Yeah, no,
Lutando Biko, Chris Wilson.
Revenge, bro.
All stack
You and
oaks.
Lutando Biko the same weight.
No, I was gonna enter under 60, but then
Then you didn't get those burger patties.
And then he did get those burger patties.
then it's kind of like just we saw that I was at training. Checked Chris into the pro division, and that one was the most stacked one. So I was like, sweet, I'm gonna enter that division with him, get more guys.
Because who wants to pay $300 to not fight? I mean,
Yeah, so like in the under 60, I think it was Guy and one other dude. So the other one had like 5. So
Guy always going to the lighter weight classes, eh?
Shane, that oak walks around like 57
Yeah.
and never gets any fights at his weight category ever.
like
and then
yeah,
just
we were at an
mauls kids.
EFC once. He stepped on the scale, like fully dressed, jeans, shoes, shirt. It wasn't really training for any comps coming up. Just weighed in at like 58 kilos, soaking wet. So I was like, okay.
That's unfortunate. Small oaks, smaller guys don't really compete a lot in
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu.
But yeah, guys always competing. Hats off to the fella.
Yeah.
Smashing fools.
So you won't be there.
No. I might try swing past, but I'm not going to lie and say I'm going to be there, not be there.
So does the bachelor start at like 9 o'clock in the morning?
Boy, to be honest, like I said, I'll be in Paris on the Friday. Why are you grilling me here? No, it's quite bad actually. It'd be the second year in a row I've missed it.
Does this guy get married twice?
No, not for the same.
They rescheduled
Not for the same guy. Boy.
Because he missed
Not
the
for the
first
same
bachelor,
guy.
they decided to postpone it by a year.
But what I wanted to say on a serious note is Lutando Biko. What the fuck's happening with that kid, bro?
I don't
He's
know.
entering ADCC on Saturday.
Yeah, besides smashing oaks at ADCC.
Hey, don't
With
count us out
that
just yet.
little side project that we were doing, that oak's actually like one of the top contenders at featherweight as well, technically.
Yeah.
And
He
he's
hasn't lost at featherweight, or has he?
No.
Yeah.
And now he's just come off losing the interim title, which became the unified title. So he's like one of the top contenders at bantamweight.
And I don't think
some-
there's like you'll be hard pressed to find someone nicer on that card.
Yeah.
Such a nice
Mm.
dude.
For some reason, I seem to recall someone saying that he could actually get to flyweight.
Yeah, I think that's a reality. I mean, he's not big, bro.
He's thick though.
He's
thick, dude.
Thicker than a snicker like that. That oak will
Yeah,
snap your
he's a
ankle
beast. Yeah,
clean, bro.
he's a little beast. I'd like to see him back in there.
Yeah.
To be honest, yeah.
Why
I mean,
don't
Isn't that like the next logic? I know Asiashu is going to get the next shot, but isn't Lutando actually technically the next in line?
Again, yeah, I suppose.
He's the only person he's lost to is moving overseas and not defending the title.
Yeah,
So technically he goes
For
back
now,
to the
yeah,
top of the pile.
But isn't he? Wait, he's the interim bantamweight champion.
yeah.
He was. Then he
Then-
lost to JP when
Yeah.
they unified it.
I forgot about that fight.
And then Faiz got the fight with Zulu Boy, which is weird. Like, why wouldn't
Yeah,
you
it
do
is
Faiz and Lutando rather
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
the
it
interim
is weird.
title?
Maybe there's something else we don't know about going on there. Because that is weird. Surely, Lutando would have been the obvious option.
Yeah,
And
100%.
Zulu Boy had just fought, so.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Interesting. Oh, just click on that EFC 82. Oh, this card's taken a big turn to negative time, bro.
Is it? What's happened?
So, Rudy Roots off.
Damn it.
It
Gideon-
says he's still on there against no one, but
Hey, Warren,
Gideon-
step back in there versus Kambala.
Gideon Drotsky
I
off.
regret ever taking that fight.
Fight is fight, Warren.
Fight's a spot. Oh, man.
Be a man.
I don't think you can have more stacked odds than what happened that day.
And then there's no. So basically, we have a main event right now.
Oh, because Drotsky fell off.
Yeah.
Who's this Cameroon knockout artist they're
Well,
talking about?
it's either someone we don't know or Bertemech Bartrand from the fighter.
Oh, yeah, and he competed at middleweight in the fight.
Yeah. But I think he would take a fight at light heavy. But we haven't seen him since, and he didn't win a fight.
In fairness, Rousseau is thick, but he's not like a seriously massive
Yeah.
light heavyweight. I
Yeah,
think
he
he's
probably
weighed
doesn't
in.
cut a kilo.
Yeah, I think he's weighed in like 200 or 202 pounds every time. Like,
This is still what confuses me. If there was a time for someone like Chikasa or Tabani Mendebela to make the cut to light heavyweight, bro,
oh yeah,
there's your opportunity. I mean, I'm pretty sure Tabani said he walks around at like 103.
Yo, it's a
Yeah. It's a fair amount to go,
yeah.
but it could be done.
I
I mean, it's done all over the world, boy.
I wonder what's happening to Zach Badat, because I mean that surely is
That's a good fight to make.
yeah,
Yo.
that's surely like the number one thing to happen.
Raw, that's a good fight to make. Where are you reading, boy? What did you write in your script next, boy? Yeah, look, when you're looking at a light heavyweight division that has, okay, let's go through there. Zakia Badat, Kulekani Klongwa just lost. Colin Hume, haven't seen him again. Shane Meyer, haven't seen him again.
So the
Dean,
only guys with wins in this division
that are
over the
actually
last
there.
over the last year and a half to 2 years is Zach Kulukani, but he's already lost to Rousseau.
Yeah.
Shaw's lost to Rousseau. Gideon actually hasn't competed at light heavyweight
In some time.
in the recent years.
His last two fights were at middleweight, I think, eh?
Yeah, well, his last fight was definitely a middleweight, and when
One
was the
before
last time he?
Warren Allison, wasn't it?
Yeah, when was the last time he fought prior to that? I mean,
Alain Bordeaux tasted the jungle, decided to go fighting.
that actually would be a good guy to bring back, I think.
Do you think he's woken up yet?
He's fighting some tomato cans over in Asia or something like that.
He's got to get that Mr. T cut back, bro. That's his first problem.
That was
dude.
so brutal.
Look at this. Oh my god. Yeah, that was hardcore. So yeah, geez, bro. I think Zakir Badat. Look again. This is where I often come to like logheads with the EFC when they come to this sort of decision making. They're so hell bent on having a title to like obviously on paper make that card look bigger than it needs to be. But I mean, you've been thrown a curveball now. Why not give what is going to be the future of the heavyweight, light heavyweight division in Zakir Badat, and give him a chance. Let them fight for number one contendership.
Maybe
You know what I
maybe they offered it to him. I don't know, but
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I mean, he's training. We know he's training.
Yeah.
So
I saw him at Richie's seminar this weekend.
yeah, and you were going to bring a guy from Durban. I mean, from Cape Town. So
Yeah.
there you go. Problem solved. Are you going to bring some
But once
Cameroonian
again,
in? Let's see what they
Gideon's
bring.
very far from.
What are the
like
chances?
a full light
So-
heavyweight. I mean, that guy's a middleweight all day.
Some say.
Welterweight. I know.
Who are the Cameroonians currently on the bank? Nico Yamji and Batamach Berdrand. That's it.
Nico's never making light heavyweight.
That's what I'm saying, bro. What are the chances of Nico Yamji making light heavyweight?
Never. Unless it's someone, as you said, unless someone we don't know.
Yeah, debutant. But can you give this debutant the fact that they've said
Has he never fought as a pro before?
who?
No,
Batamach.
Because he fought in the fighter, but those were exhibitions,
Exhibitions, yeah.
He's a lean middleweight, bro.
Yeah. I
he
can't
was
be,
skinny.
bro.
He wasn't big.
It's gotta be someone new, surely.
Yeah.
Maybe but you see again, it's gonna come to that argument, can you give a debutant? You cannot give a debutant like Batamach Bertrand the title shot because he doesn't even have a pro fight.
Yeah, and
Can't-
that's ludicrous, yeah.
So Nico Yamji's cutting weight then.
Bring back,
He's definitely not a knockout artist. I
Bring
think he's
back
like 2 and
Snakebone.
6.
bring back
Hey?
Snakebone.
Snake
bro.
bone or shake bone? Kulakani.
What a time, bro.
You know
What
what's
a time.
crazy? I was looking at it. Kulakani weighed in for a light heavyweight fight at like 189, I think.
189 kilos.
Yeah, like just barely over the middleweight limit.
You mean 185 pounds?
Yeah, I was like, hang
Oh,
on,
yeah,
189
185
kilos.
yeah,
He's going to be in the
180
super heavyweight
Like
division.
189
pounds.
pounds. Like very far off the limit.
Yeah, he's definitely a middleweight.
Mm.
I expected more from him in his last fight. I'm disappointed. I wanted to see that left high kick knock somebody, knock him into the next oblivion, dude. Just
There's
didn't
nothing
get to
against
see
his
it.
opponents. It's all about him.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yes, light
What
heavyweight
else is on
division.
that card?
Light heavyweight division is thin as fuck, eh?
Yeah, that's
Oh
like,
god,
Like
I just want.
non-existent.
This is one of those fights. You just want it to be over already, so we can stop seeing.
Graham must
the
be
screen-
shitting himself, right? I mean,
oh, dude.
Luke's got this long history of the fight not happening for whatever. Like sometimes it's his
Both
opponent,
ways, yeah.
sometimes it's him, right? Graham's just lost the co-main event. You got this welterweight Grand Prix that's cursed, that like half the fights haven't happened. You just lost Rudy and August. He must be shitting himself at this stage.
My question is, where are all the welterweights that he was like looking at matching up? Why are we not seeing one of those?
Yeah.
Siabi, Pupanga Treso, Sean DeLange. Did you see today? EFC put out a thing with Dino saying something big's coming.
Yeah.
It must be the Sean DeLange rematch, surely.
Yeah. But he was also doing commentary on his fight against Aniset. Like he's gonna commentate his own fight.
Dino Bagatini.
Yeah.
As a commentator.
No. So that it's
Is
like
that
a.
to Invel channel, Invel TV.
So he's gonna run people through what happened. Like I think from his perspective, why he believes he won the fight.
For sure, let's make that Sean DeLange rematch.
That'd
And
be
then
good.
call it a day, Dino. Please.
What about Justin Smith? Justin Smith was keen to fight.
Bro,
Light heavyweight.
No, we're not talking about light heavyweight anymore. Jeez, like it. This like
Jeez.
sleeping in the corner here. On paper, Justin Smith is technically the actual number 1 ranked welterweight.
yeah,
He's 3-0 at welterweight,
yeah.
right?
And he's 1-0 at light heavy against Gordon Redman.
Yeah. Technically, you're right, because he missed the middleweight limit.
Well, actually, he got well, anyway. let's
DQ.
move on. It wasn't a DQ. It was, illegal strike. So he lost.
You did.
Yeah. My boy Marcel Teniers getting shredded, boy. How fucking jacked do you reckon
H2O is only 2 weeks away.
if anyone's listening to us that knows Marcel Teniers, please tell him to send us a pic. I want to see how fucking jacked he is now. He's like, I'm out of here.
He looks shredded at the
He must be fucking to the gills now, boy. Just fucking juiced up, smashing it, smashing the birds, just living the dream. He must just be living the dream out there now, dude. He's like, fucking Satan can eat it. I'm just gonna get smashed. Why do they still have Peter Queally on the website, bro?
They still got lots of guys that should be off there. Peter, Cheyenne, Dulce,
Henry Fadipe.
Has that like just stopped fighting?
I love it when people are like, "When's Henry Fadipe coming back?" I'm like,
Never.
dude, fuck, where have you been? Like, never. Oh, what's happening with Chef? I'm like,
Yeah. I heard Chef would come back for a fight.
maybe. Yeah, let's get Chef back in.
But I heard
This extra
I heard it's a grudge match more than anything else.
Mm.
It's one person in specific and no other person will you come back for.
Chef, can you imagine Chef verse? Who's Quentin Rousseau?
Well, the last time we saw Chef
Oh my
versus
goodness.
someone in the light heavyweight division, that he almost took Gideon's face off with that cage.
No. Well, remember how he dominated
Oh,
Dulce? Do
Bro, can
were
you
at
imagine
that
Chef
event?
versus
Yeah.
Quentin Rousseau?
We the one where they had the showdown.
Yeah, yes.
Oh my goodness.
He did that thing.
Oh yeah. But do you remember the
Crazy.
Cape Town event when there was the
Put
showdown
that shit
versus
on YouTube, bro.
when there was a showdown versus Quinton Chong and FFM and it was outside. Were you at that event?
Oh yeah, Oaks were pulling
Um,
knives.
Yeah, someone pulled out a knife. It got like hectic, bro. It was like a showdown outside of Grand
I
West.
don't know if I was there.
I'm not clicking on that video. Forget it.
What is that?
I don't know, but it's tiny. Look at that.
It's because it's been modified to HD, maybe.
When they shrink it, doesn't it skip
Thanks,
the
YouTube.
algorithm for YouTube for identifying
Might.
copyright?
Jeez, how many ads do we have to watch? Thanks, Property24. That's why we're never using you. Hey.
Maybe
Yeah,
these
just
intros.
skip a little bit further.
He's
Chef
cool.
was shredded in that fight, eh?
Yes, dude. Was he vegan here already, do you think?
Yeah, he's doing the 1 meal a day thing at this point.
Yo, he's lean, eh?
Watch it, 1% dog tag.
Shit.
He's a scary individual, eh?
Phew, dude. What a beast.
Did you guys see the
I feel
meme
like-
someone made? Where they took this picture and then they drew a shark's face on his torso.
No.
You didn't see that? I'm gonna
No.
find it.
But I can see it already. But, bro, like, I feel like we got robbed of. We didn't get to see all of Chef, I think, eh? Oh, his Dulce's holding the lantern of his people. Yeah, boy. Do you remember in the build up to this, bro, when Champion was going, like, standing outside FFM at like 3 in the morning
Oh, yeah.
and, like, filming himself, like, where are you now? Where are you now?
yeah.
I was like, probably asleep, but anyway.
Why are you there at 3 o'clock in the morning? Why weren't you there at like 7:30?
Yeah. That was quite cool, though. I know it was a bit, like, cheesy, but it was quite. Look, it's a lot better than the screen grab shit that UFC's got going on now. Eh?
Oh, with
Yes, he got mauled in this fight.
he got so
They also made a
dominated.
meme out of this dance.
Yeah. He got so dominated.
Scary, bro.
Oh, you'll never see those champion Dulce weigh-ins in Cape Town anymore. That's
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
Those were epic, huh?
This one scary individual. My
Sure.
goodness.
Shout out to Chef, bro. Imagine we got to see him fight at middleweight, bro. Because
Oh.
that was the plan, eh?
Yeah, it wasn't the plan. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he
Didn't
leaned
anyone-
out heavily.
Didn't he want to come back and fight?
Drinkers.
No. Besides that, didn't he want to come back and fight Gareth?
Yeah, I think very possible. That would have been quite hectic.
Yes, that would have been like seriously hectic. Jesus. That is like a
Hey,
serious.
EFC.
Wow.
Hey,
I don't even know
EFC.
if I want to watch
Yeah.
that.
When them dollars start creeping in. No, I don't know if I want to see that actually.
Imagine you could make a card. Norman Vessels versus Gareth McClellan. Brennan versus Drickus. And then come up with something else. A 3 title fight one.
I'm pretty sure
That's for
Chef.
free,
I'm pretty
Gareth.
sure Chef and
No.
Gareth wouldn't fight.
Well, it depends who you ask.
Or if there were millions on the table, maybe.
Hey, if there's enough money, anyone will fight anyone.
I don't know.
I still think they should do a siblings card.
Come on, bro.
Longway brother.
Come on, bro.
The BSKs.
What are you talking about?
How's that the Ghazali father and son combo at Bellator? Did you see that he did the Imanari roll into heel hook this weekend?
Yeah, the
And his
Israeli
father won.
fella.
His father won like a couple of weeks ago as well in Bellator.
Did you see those stats on Bellator? That thing that I sent.
Yeah, 14 fights, 14 finishes, 7 knockouts, 7 subs.
That's the dream, eh?
Sure.
That's the
Or it's
thing.
shit matchmaking. I don't know what. It's good for like
What is this?
they're all about the entertainment value at Bellator. Eh?
Yeah.
They could give
You see Nick Newell, bro, getting it done with 1.5 arms. He choked the dude out. What is this?
Well,
is this Chef vs. Dolce?
the background
AG Mobile, bro.
the background music is terrible.
Dude, I saw the funniest thing today. So I'm obviously like finishing up edits for the making of Don Madge, and just like this morning, I was just flicking through YouTube. Like the crazy thing, that's how you know you're like big in MMA in South Africa, when you've got like a couple of pages on YouTube. Most dudes don't even have a fucking single video that doesn't look like this.
Yeah.
And I ended up on, I think it was the build up for Don vs. Boyd, and it was Graham like outside PFA. I think that thing was literally, I don't know what that thing was filmed on.
And after
Try and just type in Don Madge there, Roarke. Try and find it. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen, bro. That thing's, it's like not even 240 DP, bro. I don't even know what it is. Go scroll down, bro. It's far down. I'll show you.
it's like 12 days, eh?
Yeah,
Till showtime.
it's something crazy. It's so funny. I was like, to think back from where EFC started doing this build-up shit from with Summer, like it looks like somebody drew that on. It's so bad.
What's the
dude.
video's name?
I can't remember, but you'll see it. It'll pop up. I think it was actually even on the second page. Keep going, bro. It should come up as watched anyway. Yeah, keep going. I think we're close.
You're owning in on it. Maynard versus Madge 3 was at EFC 37. It feels
Madge
like
versus Chillin.
Yeah.
I don't
Yes,
remember that
Tyson
fight.
Chellan
the
got
body kick, bro.
Oh, that's the one that
Yeah.
ended up on the highlight reel thing.
Tyson Chellan got destroyed. Keep going. It's also so crazy to watch some of like Don's
Muay Thai fights.
Muay Thai fights.
It's
Or
almost like he's a
I think we
completely
might have-
new martial artist.
Yeah.
There we go. Up. Madge makes it even. That one.
No. That's he just he bets 1,000 rand on himself to win or something.
His
Go
whole,
up, go
his
up,
whole
up.
fight pose.
No. Cutting the kilos. Yeah. Click on this one. Yeah. Look at
EFC
this.
Mobile.
Look at this. Graham's like 18.
Which is Don Madge's home gym. He's in there right now, cutting his last little bit of weight on the heavy bag.
How hectic is this video? Make it full screen, boy.
And it's almost showtime. It's the day
Yeah. What do we got there? 1040p, boy.
240p is the max.
Look at this. Yes, PFA is rocking, bro.
That's when Matt and them were still there.
Mikey. Oh, dude, how crazy is this?
That was one of the greatest EFC fights ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that was good.
That's
That's how you win awards.
That card, we were not allowed to watch the final bit of the main card at the event. Because Dave fought Marcel and TKO'd him. And they were protesting it. And I came in and I daringly touched the other corner and said, just calm down. And then there were like death threats and you name it. And then
You have a way of riling these people up.
I mean, who touches another dude
You
and
just want to
says,
get into a fight, take warrants.
the first rule of a fight, bro, is never say calm down. That's how you actually start a fight. Jeez, do you know nothing, bro?
oh, man.
Oh,
A fight over a fight.
it's fucking crazy. Let's go back to UFC.
I just know like the officials had a showdown in the parking lot.
Yeah, boy. Yes.
Almost got
Were
like
you at Sun City?
hectic.
When
They just check out all the African Union.
shit was going crazy, bro.
Yeah.
There were
Oh,
bricks
it
being-
was
bricks being thrown
with
with Ricky and
who's that big
The
big
Predator.
Afrikaans guy?
no.
No, it was him.
No, that was
Vessel
Sun-
Mostert.
that was
It was
Sun- wasn't the vessel thing at the EFC like 50 something, the one I fought at.
54 in Sun City.
Inside it before it was in the Super Bowl. It was still in the
Yes.
outside thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then there was
yeah.
a
It
was
there
all
was
in
the
the
fight
outside
in the
thing.
crowd.
No, there was a Super Bowl one as well. We had
There's
one
been-
in the
there's
big
been-
What
arena.
was that
There's
Super
been
Bowl?
two
That was
Super Bowl
50, I
ones.
think.
50 was in the tent, 54 was in their tent. Then the next two, I think, or the next one was in the Super Bowl.
So the one I'm talking about
And
was
There's
when
been two in the Super Bowl.
Cam fought Anisette Kanyeba.
That was the second one in the Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
And there
The
was
first one in the
yes,
Super
but
Bowl
it
was
chaos afterwards.
was when Alain Boudreau got rest
Aye,
in peace.
You know what I'm talking about. It was
Wasn't it Ricky and
it was Jose versus Kalunda for the
Oh.
interim title. That was the card I'm talking about. So Ricky got into some altercation with some other massive dude with like blonde dreadlocks, Congolese dude. Yes, the oak threw a brick. It hit a car. I think it hit actually Van Damme's car.
I was about to say, wasn't Van Damme and Bowie versus Ricky Machalas also like an issue at one of the events?
Very possible. Yeah, it was chaos, dude.
Chaos.
It was chaos. And listen, there was a number of Congolese gentlemen in that arena. It got very, very scary.
I don't remember. That's the only EFC I've ever fallen asleep in.
Every
I'm not sure. I wasn't working that night. I got invited along. I ended up sitting in the chair in the last fight came around, passed out dead.
That card was not great. There was like 300 people in there.
the
It
best
was
thing about the Sun
crazy.
City cards is that little sweet shop on the way out that
Oh
sells
my
all the
goodness.
international sweets, and then we go back to the hotel and we just flipping feast on peanut butter cups and
Did
you
you
know,
did you
so
did
cheap.
you partake in some substances that made you want to eat more of those sweets? I'm a little bit confused. A couple of grown men snacking on some sweets in the hotel room in the middle of the night.
although
I should fucking hope so.
the last time we were there was when Dolce fought when we were there
Bordeaux.
together.
Yeah,
Bordeaux.
Warren was editing for me.
And he gets knocked out. Then we start doing our like trying to find food thing. We find him at one of these like dodgy little restaurants in one of the hotels, and he still wasn't like hours later. Still like just head down, dead silent. That other Fernand Lopez, the coach, was like, "No, we fine. Like, whatever." No, you're not. You got
He's fine. I'm just gonna order him some soup. He can't chew right now, but
Yeah.
he'll be fine.
knocked into a new solar system. Bro.
Jesus. Oh,
Okay,
anyway.
what else is happening on this card?
UFC 82. Jeez,
We
we
got
were
the
we were
leg
in the
lock.
weeds there, boy.
Yeah.
The
we were in
leg,
the weeds there.
the leg lock specialist.
Yeah, I
Right.
think
Rivan?
I think Rivan will definitely beat Temba Makize.
But listen, what are they going to do with this card is the more important question. You see, I always fear, and like I understand the EFC's doing what they can, just trying to get through this year. I always get nervous when it's like this, and you're losing fights firstly, and you're still trying to fill up main card spots. Do you think we're going to see a eight fight card here?
Look, we're still like 6 weeks away, aren't we?
Still, bro, 6 weeks is not long in terms of a fight card, especially when you're gonna fill
I-
in a co-main and start filling up a main card.
Full speculation. I think Dino PT goes back on this card.
Hmm.
I know nothing about it, but it makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Since that fell off the card, Dino seems to be keen
Think
to.
Dino's enough time to
rock it
recover?
out.
Where's the 1 minute monster at? Put him on this card.
Who?
The 1 minute
Oh,
monster.
Saxon
Saxon.
Delafield.
Problem is like when those guys get closer to the title fight, their rate of fights definitely slows
down. Yeah. Yeah. So
Like if you're someone that just wants to get loads of fights in, and like for sure don't sign up for a contendership fight or a title fight. Just keep fighting everyone outside of that realm.
Tumisang Madiba.
Put Saxon on
Pierre
versus
Boita.
Anisette.
Tumisang asked for a fight the other day. He said, "Graham, contact me."
Yeah. He wants a Pierre Boita rematch, but I don't think you. Dude, listen. That's what I was thinking about today. Actually, funny enough. Oh, I sent you the picture. Iga Cabeza. What do you do? What do you do with Iga Cabeza? Because it's obviously quite apparent that he's not going to the UFC. I think that would have happened already. You know, like in my head, if he's not going now, he needs the kind of fight that'll cement his legacy now. Pierre Boita is not that fight. All due respect to Pierre Boita. For Iga Cabeza to go and fight Pierre Boita for a third time or whatever it is an absolute fucking waste of time in my opinion for both of those guys. So if you're Iga Cabeza, who's clearly deteriorating the longer he sits out there, he's I don't know where he's training, I don't know who he's training with, he seems to be often around the wrong people. I don't know what his management is doing, I don't know what his relationship with EFC is, I don't know what's going on. He's just going to end up being a personal trainer at the PI if he doesn't start fixing his life up. That's the way I see it. Obviously, it's a very retrospective outside point of view. So if I'm Iga Cabeza's management, and you want to kind of cement a fight that's really going to get you like notoriety on the international market, it has to be an international fighter.
So yeah, 100%. I mean, I think he's long past his due date on moving on to greener pastures. But first of all, I don't think you can do the Pierre Boita fight. I don't think anyone really wants to watch that. With no all due respect to Pierre, I know he's beaten the guys who were like earmarked to be the next guys to fight Igor, but you know there are some other options. They could do that Exxon fight.
Yeah.
They could do. They could get the old goat or whatever. Get him to come back. He's like 3-0.
The old goat.
Chilumba Makishi.
Oh, the old monkey.
Marcel Ulcer's undefeated at featherweight, isn't he? He's only lost at lightweight.
Yeah.
I think he's like 3-0 at featherweight. There's a couple of options that don't include Pierre Boita. Look, Pierre stuffed it up a little bit because he took out Rudy Roots, who they were wanting to fight Igor.
Sure.
Took out Tumisang, who they were going to try to line him up.
I think you would have fought Igor.
I don't know. They're not in the same camp anymore.
Let's get someone convince Boyd to jump back in there.
Lutando's undefeated at featherweight.
Look, I also don't think that Boyd Allen will need the word on the street. Not on the street, but Richie was asked a question somewhere. Does he think Boyd Allen will return? And he said yes.
Yeah, but it has to be when he's willing to put the boxing on hold for a while.
Yeah. And I don't think that's happening anytime soon.
Yeah.
Faiz Jacobs want to make that step up to featherweight, boy.
He's had quite a number of fights at featherweight, but it's all been against other bantamweights.
Yeah.
Lutando's at least beaten it's like Steven Gonzalez was like also.
Lutando Biko versus Pierre Boita for number one contender. Tumisang Madiba, throw him in the mix with Callum Murray, if you can bring him out.
Yeah.
Of course, in Debele, we could use him in the UFC now.
Well, he's in
He's on his way to Brazil to fight a Brazilian.
When is that fight card?
I think it's this weekend.
Is it?
Yeah. Do you remember that dude? He was.
I didn't see.
Oh, he's 4'9". No. He looks like he came straight out the jungle, boy.
Oh yeah. Shit. Yeah, they could definitely do with him right now in the UFC. Cedric to go up to featherweight? I don't know.
Please no.
Wesley's talking about coming back soon.
Yeah, his last fight was Jay Cuccinello, am I right?
Yeah, and he was looking good in that fight actually.
The boxing super nicely.
Super nicely.
Small mistake. Devon on the rise.
But that's at Banton. Devon.
Yeah, listen. I don't know, man. There's
the problem at the moment is that guys on like 1 or 2 fight win streaks are like top of the division now. The depth is definitely.
What are we looking at here, boy?
You just pull out rankings with the beat Magomed Sharapov, like
Yeah.
And Jose Aldo.
Volkanovski. Looks like they're going to do Volkanovski Holloway.
I think this is
UFC
worldwide rankings.
235.
My apologies.
It's all good.
245.
Yeah. That's the talk of the town.
Yo.
I think Holloway fucking dismantles that gentleman.
So next week is fight week for 242. We're going to do a little bit of breakdown next week.
Yeah, that should
Nice.
be cool. That should be cool.
Who's Gerhardus Pretorius?
He's the number 19th ranked pro featherweight in the country.
Where's he fought?
Currently.
Fight star.
Oh, bro.
Fani-
Everybody beat Fanny
he beat
Pressley,
Fon-
bro.
He's got a winner. Oh, he's got a loss.
Wait,
of-
listen.
And I
just-
say I'm the
just-
dick, yeah.
Just click on that quickly.
This guy's a featherweight, but he's got a win over Kulakani. Is not the bigger brother.
Boy, listen. Go click on.
On?
Fanny Prince. The Viper. Dude. Is he pro now? Where is he fighting pro?
Well, he just said he lost to Gerhardus Pretorius. Right?
Oh, was it not in Fight Star?
Yeah, but remember Fight Star had a couple of profiles.
Yeah, because there was all this. Keep going. Because there was this whole thing about him fighting as a pro. Because look at his amateur record. Go down again. Look at this, bro.
3-7.
He was 0-5 at a stage, I think. Oh no, I'm wrong.
Well, he says here he's added his unofficial amateur record here.
How do you add an unofficial amateur record.
An unofficial amateur record that has less wins, less losses on than your official doesn't work out.
Bro, listen, let's just have a look here. Because I remember at a stage
Shit,
there
he
was
fought
some...
Gunther. He fought Dave
that's
Verster.
not, that's not the Gunther.
Gunther Kalunda.
Oh, that is the Gunther.
He fought Dave
Scratch that.
Verster. He fought Claude Ntumbe. He fought Marcel Els.
They fasted twice.
Peter de Klerk.
The Wolf.
Look at
Wait, shame.
Who did? Let's focus on the easier part. Who did he beat?
Sean van Tonda. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
George Mapumulu. Oh, but that's LFS, so
Yeah,
it
LFS.
doesn't count.
Custom rules.
Lost to Keegan Roots.
Yep.
Lost to Gerhardus Pretorius. Yeah, fight star. Peter de Klerk.
Iron 6.
Let's see that pro record.
His amateur record was a lot longer than that. I think he did over 20 amateur fights, actually.
Yeah, didn't Jay get slightly honeydicked with this one? They told him he was like some nobody, and then they pitched up and he was the main event. And
Yeah, I remember that. But I think obviously I don't know who the people were that he fought prior to this, but I mean Peter beat Francois Mayer, which is a very good win.
but I think Francois was like 8 at that time,
Kilos or 8 years old.
years old.
Boy, listen, just go up one.
Yo, the EFC could do with Francois turning pro right now.
Dude, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7
Oh, he
fights.
did a boxing fight not so long ago.
Yeah, he lost to Adrian Quinn. That's not his only boxing fight, though. He's had a few, I think, bro.
You've just come off of facial reconstruction after getting knocked out by Bully Oosthuizen, and you're like, no, you know what I need? Boxing fights.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude. Some crazy shit.
I think I'm the nicest out of the three of us.
You keep telling yourself that.
Said
Roarke,
that you have the
let's
whole of
just-
Ellsberg after you.
Let's just end this. Did you have anybody confront you at the last EFC?
No,
Like quite aggressively?
No,
Hey, bro, I'm
confronted
talking
me.
to- I'm talking to Roarke now.
I went and searched out these assailants.
I would not try and.
That's a problem with going to EFC and they start feeding you those alcohol energy drinks, bro.
You got brave. You called someone Mrs.
You also approached someone. They said, "Why are you saying hello to me when you talk shit about me on the podcast?"
Just being cordial, bro. I don't know what you want from me. I went to a good school.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you just lay off my friend Warren?
And the more I don't want to talk to her, the more she's like trying to step in front of me.
That's I think they call that the Boxburg line dance.
Have you got your call from Masa? Since you were apparently getting reported.
You're getting
I don't know how I'm
reported
gonna
for misconduct.
I don't know how I can get
Hate
banned by
speech,
Master.
bro. Hate speech
I'm
towards
just a
Masa.
spectator in that crowd. I don't fight.
Hey, Masa.
I don't coach pro MMA fighters.
Hey, Masa, for sure. Fuck off. I'm not gonna. You're not gonna tell me shit.
Oh man.
This is the internet, boy. We can say what we want. Hate to break it.
Freedom
You're
of
getting an
speech.
email from the
They
president.
must
tomorrow.
send me.
President.
Who's the? I don't know who's the
Can-
president.
Battis, I think.
It's not even.
You know,
What's his name?
The one
Raymond
time.
Phillips, who's embezzling money to travel the
Yo,
world.
what's
The
this dude's
bastard.
record?
So
Who is this? Francois
This
Mayer.
is
Yeah,
Francois
Yeah, this
Mayer.
dude's a beast. Eh?
This bloke's winning everything, bro.
Check it
Yeah.
that.
How is bro? Listen. This is. I was thinking about this over the weekend. You know, like Alpha MMA, so amateurs.
Yeah.
There's some fucking serious talent in there. How are those dudes not being lapped up by the EFC when you've got guys that are fighting out of Planet Fitness, but they're still getting signed up to the EFC? How is that happening?
Well, I think some guys are finding like an actual career in amateur MMA. You know, with going to all these IMF championships and so forth. I know like there's no real money in it, but I saw that the Asian championships were giving away like serious like couple $1,000s for winning the amateur, because you can win prize money in amateur MMA, but you can't be paid.
Yeah, you can't be paid. Yeah.
But I mean, I think you know, like at boxing, there's an amateur. You can have an
Yeah.
amateur career in boxing. I think it's slowly developing that you can have an amateur career in MMA.
Where's Francois ranked? Number 2 in South Africa.
And
Number 2 in the Middle East, bro.
And that's as active amateurs, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Who's number 1? That's
dude,
interesting.
just go back down to his record. Who was his last two? Was that in the Worlds
Yeah.
last year? This year?
Last year.
He won the opening round of African Championships, but I think he missed weight for day 2 because you don't have to weigh in every day,
Yeah.
which is why that fight didn't happen.
Still, how's this dude's record?
No,
Dude's
that's a
good, eh?
decent.
Yes, shout
That's
out
a
to
decent
fucking
amateur
Francois
record,
Meyer,
yeah.
bro.
He's 15-5 as an amateur.
While we
And he got off to a rocky. I mean, okay, never mind.
Well, he was 1-2. He was 1-2,
yeah
and then got to 15-5.
beat Cole Henning, Gareth Harms. Hey, Gareth, you little ginger biscuit.
Oh shit! I was meant to
It's my
message that
boy.
oak back
Wow.
for jiu-jitsu.
Lost to Riyadh, lost to Marcel, and then he just went on an absolute
Jeez, on
tear.
a tear,
And like
bro.
a decent like Stephen May,
Smith,
Shane
Steyn, and
Higgins,
Smith's flipping good.
Smithstein, and Corsi and DeBella. Some internationals.
Nice.
No, that oak's good.
Jean-Paul Wrong. Yeah, that's a
Okay, time to
decent
turn
record.
pro. We need these dudes.
Yeah, stop messing around.
So who's the number 1?
Lee Hammond.
Who's Lee Hammond?
I know he's from Ireland.
SBG.
How's he ranked in Africa? In South Africa?
No, this is Middle East ranked.
I'm
I'm guessing these guys all ranked after fighting at.
In Bahrain.
yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. I've heard about Lee Hammond before, I'm sure.
Speaking of that,
Straight plus.
you got your supporters rash guard.
I did.
I got mine. Roarke. No pressure.
All of a sudden his mic's not working.
Yeah. Guys, what's happening?
Sorry, I
um,
can't hear. What did you say?
so for anyone who wants to support the SA team, go into Justin Ferrier or MMA KZN.
Yeah, we posted it as well.
Yeah. Or onto the Big Old podcast page. $400 for a short sleeve rashie, $450 for a long sleeve rashie, and it's a supporters rash guard just to help fund some of these guys
Yeah,
to
you
get
can
over to
you can
Bahrain.
wear it on Belito Beach in December if you don't
Yeah.
if you don't do jiu-jitsu. So there's really no excuse. So basically all of the profit that's made from selling those shirts, obviously look, it's not a lot of money here, guys. They're like
Yeah.
guys are just trying to raise money in
But
different
also,
ways.
$400 for a rash
Yeah.
guard's pretty.
And you
it's
can
a steal,
you
bro.
can choose who that money goes to.
Mm.
It's all being it goes directly into their accounts. Very cool initiative. Get behind the boys and girls, help them get overseas because nobody's going to give them money, including Massa. No, just kidding, guys.
Yeah.
But
What?
also not kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people they need to get their tickets for flights booked for wherever they're going for free.
Look, what are you saying, bro?
Rourke just beats around the bush.
Yeah, see, bro. I don't know what the fuck is this. What he's even saying. But yeah, let's support Team SA. Also get your
What is that?
Don Mad UFC 242.
It also
sport
said that
tees.
Francois was number 2 in South Africa, though. Just go find out who the number 1 was.
Abdili Abek.
Let's have a look, yeah. I clicked it.
Is it fair enough to assume that Francois May would be fighting
It
at
must have been.
featherweight?
It must have been a
if
guy
he
that
turns
fought
pro.
at the African Championships.
Hey, Chooks is
Chooks.
number 3 ranked.
Chooks is number 3.
Hey. He's also a beast, eh?
Yeah, he's not bad. No, he's Nigerian genetics, bro.
Don't let that guy get on top of you. He's flipping strong.
Listen, would
Just
would,
stand and-
would
And don't let him clip you on the chin.
what is
either.
Francois Mayer's nickname?
The
The
business.
business.
Oh, yes, please.
The business. Oh, okay. Good luck filling that on a
10
t-shirt.
out of 10 for your amateur record. 2 out of 10 for your.
Yeah, I'll
nickname.
give you a 2 at
We
at
should
most.
definitely start doing walkout song rankings and nickname rankings.
The business is at the bottom of the pile, I must be honest.
I'm afraid you're the number 50,000th ranked.
Did you see when they ranked
Would-
Don for his debut in the UFC?
Uh-uh.
I think he was like ranked 8th or 9th in nicknames for the fight card.
Nice. Nice. Out of 9 fights.
An immediate win is if you just come in with the pitbull.
Yeah.
No, that guarantees you last
What
place.
about
in
Marnus the
ranking.
Mongoose Oendal over there? That's pretty legit, eh? How many times have you seen the Mongoose walking into the Hex?
Hey,
boy?
a good amateur record, 6-0.
Mike the Truth Gillespie.
There's definitely some like talent in the. There's quite a bit of talent in the amateur ranks at the
Buffalo,
moment.
Stephen May. I think he's
What's
called it
happened
a day.
to? He studied law.
Mm.
Probably doing his articles now. So
Yeah, something like that. Interesting. Yeah, but anyways, there's a lot of talented amateur ranks at the
Yeah.
moment. It seems like the big shows,
some good work being done there.
the big shows around the country, PFC, MFC, Alpha MMA. These guys are like seem to be swimming in some good talent.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
the next wave looks quite nice. I mean, especially guys with long records, you know, not these belukas coming in with 1-7. So yeah. Also helps you to build a fight. The guy's making his debut, you know what I mean? At least you can say he does actually have a fucking amateur record.
No,
You didn't
100%.
just see him hitting the bag at Planet Fitness and we're like, hey mate, what you doing Saturday? So that's exciting. For me anyway.
What else happened in SM, mate?
Trying to think. Not too much.
It's been quiet.
It has been quiet actually.
The problem is like, as awesome as it is having these long breaks between cards to like build up anticipation, it definitely has slowed down like the rates of news and stuff surrounding South African MMA.
And it's also tough when you've got two guys that are so hell bent on not engaging each other, like in the build up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I know I was actually giving the UFC some cuck today about the screen grab harp operation that they've tried to employ, and that's how like these two guys will literally, if you gave them the choice, wouldn't say a fucking word until weigh-in day.
Yeah.
Look, and I get it. You want to focus on your training. You want to be respectful. You want to do this. You want to do that. But you have to build a fight a little bit as well.
That storyline
Especially the
becomes
main
very
event.
interesting now that you got two ex-FFM /
Coach Kwon.
Coach Kwan students that have both left the
Do you think
family.
and I'll probably get fucking cuck for it, but whatever. Do you think that it's
Oh boy. Here we go.
Where's that whiskey?
Remember that time you told me to
take
hold
your
you
seat-
guys back?
take your seats.
Hey,
No.
Guys,
This is
I've
my
learned-
official warning.
I've learned my lesson.
I'm gonna try to be as politically correct as I can in saying what I want to say.
There we go.
Listen, is it fair enough to say that it's I know it's two former fighters are from the same camp, the same umbrella camp, let's say. But do you think that one gym is trying to recreate that same system in their own way, and another gym is something completely different? So yes, they're from the same umbrella camp back in the day, but they're now both on two very different paths. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No,
Does that
no,
make sense?
100%. But what was controversial about that?
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not, because, you know, bro, there's certain gyms that you actually can't even talk about without them getting upset. So I'm just trying
Yeah,
to
Oh,
like,
well,
yeah.
that's it. Now you're not getting greeted at EFC 82.
maybe I'll just stick to the fist bump this time. I'll just put it out there, say take it, leave it, take it, leave it, it is. You know, why can't we
You
all
know,
just be friends?
Why hasn't EFC ever done anything in Monte Casino?
You know, I thought about this, and I think there's a couple of factors. So there's an outside arena where they used to have Madams and Gardas, like you can put it outside in a tent.
It was
kind of
outside where Mimo's was. It's in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
big courtyard thing.
thing. Yeah. So that's a
That could
tent.
be
That's a
epic.
tent kind of setup,
Like
which I think would
Octagon
be
MMA.
fucked. It would be so. I think it would be so legit, especially
Yeah.
like in summer, bro. Okay, rain, fuck, it'd be cuck. But could be cool. Even like a daytime sort of early start, fuck,
Yeah,
it'd be
yeah.
pretty legit.
Definitely.
Then you've got obviously the theaters, which doesn't work. And then it's outside the piazza, which to me would be so sick. But I think because it's a very family-orientated arena, I don't know. You know, like when it comes to MMA and small kids, I guess
That'd be
it's
an amazing venue. Though,
it's
hey?
quite like
Yeah.
you know, like it'll go from person
I actually
to
had this
person. It'll
conversation
vary.
with someone in a meeting the other day. They're
Yeah.
like, what, "Do you ever take your children?" And I was like, "It's not quite the environment to take my children to, you know." Although I don't.
It
think,
is and it isn't though. This is the thing. This is the thing.
I don't know if there's an age limit on it. I doubt it because
So-
you always see kids there. But it's
I
you
think
know
there
like
is
it's
an age
people.
limit, though.
There's people drinking and stuff. It's
Yeah,
not. It's not
that
about
part's
what they're
hard.
watching.
For sure, keep your kids away from Carnival City.
Yeah. It's not about what they're watching. It's about the environment that they're in.
Sure. My thing is with the kids, because people often ask me that as well. Like, you know, would you take kids? I think from a certain age, and I think especially kids that are training because they understand more what's going on.
Yeah.
And, you know, I suppose it's quite cool for them to see. But yeah, I think you know, I don't know. It's like if a kid has absolutely no interest in fighting and you make them go watch fighting, like that's a little bit strange.
Yeah.
I mean, like as a father, like to me, that's a bit strange.
Yeah.
Like if your kid's training or your kid's interested in any way in the sport kind of thing, cool. You know
Did
what I
you
mean?
type Daniel Henry?
I just copied and pasted from the
Dirty bastard. Anyway,
Yeah.
justice. Way to change the topic there. Boy.
That's the fight to make, to get Iga signed to the UFC and to make the rubber match
Yeah,
happen.
because there's only 700 fighters in the EFC, so let's for sure get a rematch from the EFC into the UFC.
No, but I mean, there's like deep the bad blood there. So when Danny came out for the first time he fought Iga, his cornerman Justin got like super sick. So he ate some bad food at one of the restaurants.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say the restaurant's name. I was like,
Yeah, no, I was about to. I actually was about to. But
go on.
yeah, he ate like ostrich carpaccio or something like that. Something that, like it
I
was
like it. I like it. He was bold. He's like, I'm in Africa. I'm gonna go for ostrich carpaccio.
I'm literally gonna
Bring
fuck
it.
myself right now.
Yeah,
Right?
he was bold.
That's what I was thinking. So you got like bad stomach bug, whatever.
Well, we should hope so, bro.
So Danny asked me to like just help warm up and corner and whatever. That I did like a 1 hour warm up where I think I vomited once during the warm up, right? Because I wasn't training hard at that stage, right? I vomited once and dislocated my shoulder during the warm up. Then we walk out and Chef sees me and he fucking blasts me, bro. Like, we South Africa, like whatever. Then I remember
that was when you stabbed the country in the back. I remember that. The whole nation.
besides all of that, I remember like.
Oh, that's awesome. Stab the country in the back, the bastard.
I just remember like this just shows like some of the vendettas that Marsa might have on people. As I was walking down off the
Someone
the
tripped you.
hexagon stage, like an official from Marsa came to me. Are you going to lay a complaint against Chef? I was like, what do you mean? Because I couldn't actually hear him because it was across the cage, so
Yeah.
I couldn't hear over the announcements and the people shouting or whatever. And they're like, no, he said X, Y, and Z to you. And I was like, yeah, we'll rather deal with it like by ourselves. They're like, no, we only need one more thing to get him suspended. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be like the catalyst between you and someone and your vendetta against someone else, you know? So like from that moment on, I haven't had much time for Marsa and their bullshit. But yeah, I thought it was a little interesting story for you guys.
That is a very cool story.
I'm
bro.
worried there's gonna be Facebook posts this week. I can see it.
Yeah. I'm
From
just,
who? From Marsa. I
Just
didn't
mark the
ban us.
time. Yeah. That's gonna be the ad for this
Oh,
podcast.
No. The ad for
And it's gonna go Warren stabs South Africa in the back.
oh, fuck. The amount of admin that goes on with all these like posts. Well, the last thread had like 1 million posts, and it's like you can't even actually like unfollow the post eventually. Like they just shit on me without me knowing. It's fun.
Yeah, dude, I love those things, eh? And like you know what always cracks me up? It was happening today, I think, with Gideon Drotsky. Actually, try to go there, bro. Actually, having this full-on argument about
Shitting on him or just
just
arguing
like
with each
on-
other.
Yeah, like on who should be, and like someone actually commented there, and I wish it would be true. They were saying Stuart Austin, that's the dude, but he's not coming. They're not going to bring him out,
Didn't he sign for some other promotion recently?
bro. Dude,
Like European beatdown or
Stuart
something like that?
Austin, I think, went to Russia to fight a Russian for an event for Putin.
Oh my goodness. Did you win?
He
Definitely
definitely did not win, sir. He did not win, sir. Listen, nobody goes to Russia to fight a Russian for Putin and wins, dude.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure because like he brought it up, and I think I might be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. And no, that's someone
Austin
complete-
Stevens is way off,
Jesus,
way
bro.
off, China.
I think I might confiscate that keyboard. Yeah, dude. And then he was like, he just posted a picture later on, and it was just like him. And
Why'd
like
you write
someone who was
Stephen
like,
Austin?
Wasn't. Boy, Stuart spelled Stuart.
So-
Then he backspaces Stephen and writes Steve. What is this?
Listen, boy, you are now ranked fucking 555,000 in the producer category.
Okay, scroll down. Let's see.
There, bro. Look at this.
Evgeny Irikin
Click on the event, see if it'll tell us what it is.
at the promotion. What?
Click that thing. Ooh.
20
Evgeny
and 7.
Irikin.
He definitely got honey dicked for that fight.
And he look, just go back to his picture. I reckon he's clean as a whistle, this boy as well. Hey, can't even spell a steroid, this guy.
Hey, look. his belly and his
Bro,
love handles are definitely hanging
would
over
you
his
fight
fat.
this fella, bro?
No, I'm not fighting any Russian in Russia, bro.
No, listen. Just look at that fella. Would you fight, bro? This Irk, listen, on his spare time collects fucking money
Debt collector.
for the mafia, dude.
He's a
100%.
He's a
bro.
Chechnyan debt collector.
I think that's fucking Putin's head of security, bro.
Yeah, no. He definitely got
They're like,
money
hey,
back
sure,
now.
we got this guy for you. He's 27, but he's mostly for tomato cans. Yeah, it's in Russia. Yes, correct. And yeah, for Putin. Yes, the president. Yes.
And he started off at 5 and 3.
Yeah.
And then got to 20 and 7.
So are you keen? We're offering you 2,000 euros. Sweet buddy. Bro, try and see
this
this
like lost to
event.
Geronimo dos Santos.
Boy, can you pull up that event? This is
Platformer.
Platformer S70. Try and Google this thing, bro. I'm sure this was an event for Putin, dude. Platformer Cup 2019. I'm almost certain that this thing was held for Putin himself. Why would you take that fight?
Yeah. Seems like a bad idea. Unless you just wanted a free trip to Russia.
Fair enough. Get your fucking ass kicked on the way.
Yeah.
Alexei Kunchenko. I don't know who that is.
I mean, you
but
have to
feel
give
like I should know that
Boyd
person.
props. I mean, he went and fought an undefeated Russian in Russia.
Yeah. Yeah, that was savage, eh? How hectic were those M1 dudes, bro?
Yeah.
The commentators, all they did was shit on Boyd for the whole time.
No, wasn't that Fight Night thing?
The
wasn't M1.
Global,
Oh,
wasn't
Fight
it?
Night Global, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Fight
yeah,
Night
yeah,
Global,
Fight
yeah.
Night, sorry, M1. He's gonna kill me. Doesn't say anything, eh?
This is the sketchiest looking events I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Bro, I promise you, this thing,
It's just another way to money launder in
this
Russia.
thing, this thing was held for Putin. Like, I
Yeah.
think it was probably held in his lounge. Oaks were beating the snot out of each other.
Did you ever watch that video when Putin had Khabib and his father over?
Yeah, and he
And
told him
it-
he's going to tell him not to hit him
Yeah,
too
he
hard.
was telling Khabib's father not to
The
punish him
greatest
too
moments
hard.
ever. Yeah, I'll tell your dad not to hit you too hard. Like, thanks, Putin. Please.
Oh, yeah.
Please don't let me catch
Yeah,
a
so that
beating.
fight's going to be fire next weekend.
Whew,
Poirier
dude.
versus Khabib. Yo,
dude.
too good. Too good. That card almost got absolutely derailed last week. Did you see it? 4 pullouts in 1 week.
Yeah, it was crazy, eh?
But they managed to salvage all the fights.
I think like it's. I
Maybe we
think
should actually
it's-
chat about Don's new opponent.
Yeah, let's pull up his record. I can't remember how to say his name
Firas Zayu or something like that.
for sure. Okay.
Yeah, we don't want his Facebook profile. We
I
don't
don't want
want-
to date him, but I don't want to stalk him. I want to see.
we don't want to see that he's in a relationship, but
But seeing as we might as well. Might as well.
Oh.
I'm looking for your post.
Keep going. It's coming.
Did you make a post about
Yeah.
Gordon Rudman?
Yeah, Justin Smith. Go up, up,
Oh,
up, up,
Justin
up.
wanted him.
Justin Smith was calling him out.
Firas Zayam.
Fares Ziam.
Seems like he's
He-
from a kickboxing
He
background.
looks like he sells cookies on the weekend, bro. Door
Yeah,
to door.
he doesn't look too scary.
Smile killer.
Smile killer. I'm putting that right next to the business, eh?
Oh my goodness. Can you bring up a video of this, Oak?
Yeah, there were definitely videos there. Go back.
He's from a kickboxing background, right?
10-2.
He's French but fights out of Belgium.
I heard the MMA scene in Belgium is off the charts.
Is it? What a dick.
Bro, can we type in like highlight reel, because this is gonna be weird shit.
Yeah, but highlight reel never shows you
cool.
what's happening.
Yeah, okay, let's have a little look at what's happening. Who's he fighting?
This is that European beatdown. Yo,
Yes, dude.
someone
that
that definitely
listen,
doesn't part Jeff
this dude-
Nowitzki's
Yeah,
sniff
that dude
test.
must be from UFD gym, but have you seen those looks from that UFD gym?
Is that Max Mertens?
Yeah, bro.
And
And
Roberto Soldich.
Max Merton is 100% the chemist of that
Yeah.
gym. Because listen, dude, it's like 4% body fat to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And
You
all
have
the
to win a
steroids.
body. You
For
have to
sure,
win a
fast forward,
bodybuilding
boy.
competition before you make it into
Yeah.
the fight
Yeah.
team.
All that gym is good for is the after
Oh,
training.
He's tall he's lanky. There's a couple of giraffes up in there, bro. How lanky is this dude? Yeah, I think, yeah. Okay. I think I've seen enough.
No, we haven't seen
No, I'm
anything.
joking. Very much like
I wanna see him
kickboxing
grapple.
style, eh?
Yeah.
Boy, listen. Roarke,
Straight up kickboxing.
while this is maybe go to Don Madge's page somewhere, either Facebook or Instagram. Okay, go back to the video for now. We'll come back to this. You talk about grappling. I just want to show you something, bro.
Just scroll forward in the video. I just want to see. Oh, he took
Here
that
we
guy
go.
down.
Here we go. It's a bit of grappling. Are they speaking French?
This goes the full 5 rounds, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might. Just go to Don's Instagram there quickly. For sure, press pause on this though. Yeah. One more. Keep going. No, it would have been in his stories. Someone posted a picture of like both the headshots, and that dude hasn't even smelt a collie yet. And I was just saying like, bet on the collies, boy.
Yeah, 100%. I think Don's gonna butcher this guy, bro.
It's MMA Fight Night Live. I think is the one.
Don's
you
not
wanna
the
go
type of guy that you want to take a short notice fight against,
I don't know. I think they're only on Instagram though, but I'm not too sure.
because there's no part of his training that he doesn't take absolutely 1000% seriously.
Yeah, dude. It's a scary fight for anyone. Keep going.
Wasn't it up there?
Maybe. No. These are the rumors. Volkanovski,
Oh,
Holloway,
okay.
Usman, Covington. Keep going a little bit more, I think. I think it's coming. There. Click on
Frank
that one.
Mir versus Roy Nelson. I definitely want to watch that.
Look at those fresh, clean ears there on the right, boy.
Oish.
Hey? Never even seen a grapple.
Don looked like he ran his ear through a flipping angle grinder.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I think this guy's gonna get butchered, in every element.
You know, I was thinking about this, like, for Don. I don't think there's many people in the organization jumping at that fight. You know what I mean? Like, you've watched him, you've seen him being underestimated.
It's a lose-lose, bro.
Yeah. So, and then you a debutant, and you're like, you know, if you don't say yes, that call might never fucking come again.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You got to take it. But yeah,
This like just looks like one of those like traditional kickboxing style.
very, eh? I see ya.
Oh, that wasn't a bad blast double there.
Listen, boy. Look, the thing is, what I keep saying to
Deep
people that,
guillotine there.
that ask
See,
me
Don would have popped that head off already. Yeah.
what people keep asking me. The thing is, like, the UFC is not going to sign a Paul, and there's no such thing as an easy fight in the UFC, no matter how you look at it. You know what I mean?
No.
So
But he's definitely got the odds against him.
yeah, no, for sure. I'm just glad Don still got a fight, and I'm happy that this kid stepped
Because
up.
if he didn't have a fight, that flight to...
You know what the soundtrack to that trip would be? Quack, quack, quack.
Oh, man.
No,
Do you
but
still
it
have
would
two
be
tickets
cool.
up for grabs?
No, they've been sold.
They've been sold. Nice.
They've been sold. Yeah,
Some
I'm
locals
thinking of
going over?
yeah. I'm thinking of putting out like a little thing, trying getting all the South African people that are there together, maybe on like the Friday night or something.
Is it a big contingency?
Meet up for some shish kebab.
Shish kebab.
Yeah, there's quite a few people actually that have sent me messages saying that they'll be there, so it's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Get a nice little congregation going, you know. Listen, Stuart Austin for sure don't go fight Russians in Russia for Putin.
So do you arrive there on the Friday and you leave on the Monday, hey?
Weigh-ins, early morning weigh-ins, ceremonial weigh-ins, which I think are like late in the evening at like 6 or something like that.
Because they're still running
Wake
American
up.
time.
Fight night, yeah.
What time is the actual card starting local time?
8
In the
I
evening?
think, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
So it's
Main
an early,
card-
it's an
yeah.
early, it's an early card in America.
America,
then.
yeah.
Okay, Cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it starts at 8.
Are they probably
I
trying to
haven't
get the
seen
the Russian contingency to line up with that?
Yeah. So it's gonna be legit. Look, there's gonna be a lot of Russians. That much I
Yeah.
can tell you. It's gonna be pretty slick. I think just to be also like obviously Don is the main attraction from a South African point of view. That's quite a cool thing that I posted. And then obviously, bro, Poirier, Khabib, bro, to see
That's
Khabib.
massive.
Fuck, dude.
And what
legit.
about Felder,
I'm
the
a-
rematch
yeah,
between
dude, Paul
Felder?
Felder, Barboza, dude.
Yes.
Somebody gonna get kicked to shit, dude. This is the thing that I posted. Did you see this?
Yeah,
the
the
percentages.
most of them.
Who's the biggest mover there? 16.7. Sadiq Yusuf. Am I right?
Yeah,
So
and
they're right.
it's 6. It's a 6. Yeah,
Manny Bermudez. Went
17.7.
from 140 to 164.8.
What's the change?
so it's like 24.
Even
pounds.
that's Sabina Mazo, bro, from 126 to 145. Jeepers.
But all these guys that missed that had the more than 10% increase,
Yeah,
They
pumped
flagged.
them up. Yeah,
they
yeah.
flagged for the next time they want to fight
So,
in California.
so my question to you is, do you think that that's the right way to go about it instead of adding more weight classes? I'm quite a fan of the system, bro, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm also a fan of it.
But at the same time, bro, like, you know, like, it's not like you're manipulating that. If your body can handle it, bro,
Yeah, I
can
mean,
handle it.
I
what
watched
would
I
be
watched that
interesting
entire
here-
card. Like, there wasn't like anyone that like stood out that looked like they suffered badly from
Yeah.
the weight cuts.
What will be interesting here is to compare those big movers and see how many of them won and lost. So I can tell you off the top of my head, Sabino Matzo won. Brandon Davis, I think he lost.
Wait, the guy from Quantum Tribe.
No, different guy. Wasn't that Brendan?
Same thing.
No, Brandon Davis, did he win or did he lose? I can't remember. Manny Bermudez,
Escobar lost.
Paulo Costa, he won. Sadiq Yusuf won. Derek Brunson, he won.
Yeah.
So I would say Jakar Closer, did he win? Do you know? Asansao lost. So even mix. Interesting, eh?
Commonworthy won.
I think it's leaning more into like those over 10%ers. Most of them actually won.
Yeah. What's interesting is to see of the guys that went the distance. What was the
Stipe.
ratio?
Stipe 1.1% change. He went from 235.
He literally took a shit
230.5
before
to
weigh-ins.
233.
Cut like 1%.
Well, how did Cormier also he charged something thick for dinner, bro?
Yeah. Because you're not cutting weight at 236. I mean, you're so far off the
How
265.
crazy is it
limit.
that DC's weighing in at 247 and used to fight at 205?
Yeah. That is crazy.
It's madness, bro.
This weekend we
listen,
got
bro.
Andrade versus Weili Zhang.
Yeah, and nobody else cares beyond that. Dude, just think about this. I wanted to think. Only because I'm wearing a Conor McGregor tee today, it makes me think about it. Remember when he fought Nate Diaz and he was going on about how much Nate actually weighs? And he was saying like he's a gorilla in there and like everyone was like giving him shit about it. Look at that, bro. So he wasn't far off, bro. Nate Diaz weighed in at 180 on fight day.
Yeah.
And Conor circled to 168, I think. That's a huge difference, bro.
That is a massive difference. So he's weighing up his return options at the moment.
So, did you watch the interview?
No, I didn't. I watched like a
Try pull it up
portion of
quickly.
it.
We can end on that, Roarke. Let's find that. I think it was with Ariel Helwani.
Yeah.
There,
Literally
yeah.
the first thing.
Bro, you don't have to do jack shit. I don't know how
Google.
long this is, but
Google, thank you for listening.
yeah, thanks for listening to our
Actually,
speakers, Google.
if something happens, you guys hire Google as your producer.
Yeah.
They can hear what you want.
Google's got a higher producer ranking than Rock.
So,
does.
Wow.
what I saw from this
I'll make you a
interview,
Facebook post.
from what I saw from this interview, is someone who's like starting to
Oh,
realize.
this is him responding to interview critics. This isn't the actual interview.
Oh no.
But there we go.
There.
I'll never retire.
No. I don't
This
know.
one.
I'm not even sure if this is the one.
Yeah, full Conor McGregor interview.
It was just like he went on to apologize, admitting that he was in the wrong, and he kind of suggested that he might still come back this year, and he needs to get back in the game. Like, from what I could see, was someone who's realized, okay, fuck, enough of this bullshit now.
Yeah.
Let's go back to what got you to the dance. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, for me with Conor is like, Conor's actually starting to go backwards now. Like people, they're actually like sick and tired of hearing about it. You know what I mean? Like
So much drama, bro.
nobody cares, bro. Like if you're not fighting, nobody fucking cares. Like just
Yeah.
move, sell your whiskey and do your thing. Or yeah, this part here, I think just leave this here, bro. I think this is. There was like a shortened clip of this, bro, somewhere. I'm not too sure if we can even play this, but we'll see what happens. YouTube might send us a little hate email.
No, but if it's in the background, as long as it's not on the screen,
Yeah. The audio, I'm not. Doesn't matter, bro. The fact that Conor McGregor, like, how many interviews do you see Conor ever doing?
Yeah.
like these sort of like media appearances.
There's been so much shit lately. He had that run-in with that chick that he says he slept with her. And there's
Yeah.
a photo of him and her in the bathroom. Then he had the run-in with the mob. That's Philippe Dublin.
Just listen to see what he says.
In reality, it doesn't matter what happened there. I was in the wrong. That man deserved to enjoy his time in the pub without having it to end the way it did. And although 5 months ago it was, and I tried to make amends, and I made amends back then, it's still, the fans don't even, that does not even matter. I was in the wrong. I must come here before you and take accountability and take responsibility.
Old man took it like a champ, eh?
Yeah.
Didn't even spill a drop.
Barely moved afterwards.
I owe it to the people who trained me in martial
He's
arts.
part of a very short list of guys who can take Connor's left hand.
Or studying combat sport. The reason I got into it was
Should make a little collage, like guys that survived Connor's left hand, and then just have a really pixelated.
Did you see the face of the one with him and Mayweather, and they're standing like this, and they put that old man in Mayweather's face? Fucking, yeah, let's try find that highlight version, because I'm for sure not sitting here for 40 minutes listening to that.
Wait, hold on.
But who does he fight? I mean, the fight that you want. I mean, if the UFC want to make the best fight possible, you hope Poirier beats
Go down one, yeah.
Khabib, and you do the rematch because Connor's beaten Poirier. Like that's not.
sound Connor like a fighter who is retired.
I don't want to see Connor
Listen,
versus
listen,
Khabib
listen.
again.
Anymore. You sound as motivated as ever, but
Some 1.1 million views for Conor, eh?
your quote unquote retirement, because this came just weeks after the incident in Miami. So I'll ask a very simple question off the bat. Are you retired, A, and B? If not, why did you tweet that out? You know, there's a lot, you don't understand the amount of things that go on behind the scenes, Ariel. Sometimes I just need distance. I'm like, hold on, I've rushed out. You know, you must understand my foot was a balloon when I walked into that fight. I've got all this footage backed up from that entire camp. I broke my foot 3 weeks out from that fight, and my foot was a balloon. I went in, I tore my leg to shreds before the Mendes fight. I've done so much for the company, back to back, non-stop. Like I built this hoist. Can say he built this house. I've certainly laid bricks and blocks down myself for this game. And then when so many things are going on backstage and between my inner team and then the outer team and then the business side of it.
Sounds like shit falling apart. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Retirement, I don't think I will ever retire from this game, Ariel. Never in my life. I will be fighting until the day I go out. There's no doubt about it. I mean,
Is he still at SPG?
it's just the way it is. It's in
Well,
me. It's
that's the
the way it
question, I
is.
guess.
I will take it with me to the grave. How did you break your hand?
Beating the snot out of someone.
Sparring. We scheduled a spar. Like I said, I came back from Miami.
Cool. Yeah, we get it.
Scheduled
Yeah,
a
interesting little interview there, bro. Like
Yeah.
Sounds
a
like
lot of weird
excuses.
nuggets. Yeah, it's just like a dude falling apart.
Roarke.
It's- I don't know.
Calm down. He's gonna make a post about you on Facebook.
I'd be honored.
That'd be honest.
I'd be honest. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Look, I think MMA's like I felt with the return of Nate, like we don't really need Conor anymore. You understand? Does that make sense? Like,
Nate's massive, man.
dude, he is huge, bro.
He's like a proper superstar now.
I think
And
Conor.
prior to the Conor fights, he like, in all fairness, I know the diehards would be like, oh, we always loved Nate Diaz, but I mean, he wasn't like the draw that he is now.
Yeah, tell those people to stop lying, bro.
Yeah, talking shit.
Listen,
There's
Who
the
can-
guys
I
that love
think
watching Conor fight, and there's the guys that love watching people
see
fight
he's gonna get
Conor.
knocked out. Yeah,
Hey, Conor McGregor versus Justin Gaethje would be a
dude,
good
no,
one.
no. Conor McGregor versus fucking Cowboy was the fight to make, bro.
Yeah, that was.
And that was the one they were trying to make, as far as I understood.
Oh.
Oh God, here we go.
And the
Destroying
lights.
the goat wing. How dare you? Have some respect.
Furious said he's gonna come steal the BJ.
He will never. He will never. I don't know if me and Ferrier can be up here at the same time. I do worry about the infrastructure. Because listen, we're a couple of big boys up here.
A couple of Daniel Cormiers.
Couple of DCs chilling up here, boy.
Rourke's playing with his life at the moment, Jay.
I mean, the athletes. I mean,
Listen,
come on.
before Rourke embarrass himself, I think we should nod on out of this one.
Yeah.
This is the last time we
Unfortunately,
give you a mic,
An
boy.
uneventful week in MMA.
Yeah, but at least we got to get some laughs and
Yeah.
solve some problems. Cool.
Sweet China. See you next week.
See you
Since
next
you're not
week.
coming to ADCC.
We're gonna
Awesome.
The Roarke stock standard.
Rourke's not competing at ADCC.
Let's have a
And
little.
is drinking 8 shots on Monday.
I can't wait.
You can't.
And we're going to preview UFC 242 on Monday.
I can't wait to see Roarke drink his 8 shots.
I'm not drinking it.
Listen, Roarke, as always, let's have a little look.
Oh, say
Who's in trouble with Sage?
Sage.
Someone told me today we're obsessed with this. We are a little.
We are.
It's so exciting. It's like when you play the lotto and you just like wake up on a Sunday or whenever the lotto comes out and fucking.
Well, that last find was just mind blowing. So.
Damn it.
Ah, shit. So just on our side, it's like if you own the violation, then it's all good.
Yeah. Bro,
Who's this wrestling? Simon Button and Sloan Huison.
I thought like that was
2011.
Oh, wrestling. Bro, listen, just
What-
go do me a
Go
favor.
to the Tai Chi one. Have you ever looked at the Tai Chi one? Pull out the Tai Chi one. It's like Tai Chi or it's one of the other martial arts.
Wushu.
Wheelchair.
basketball.
Yeah, dude. Bro,
Judo?
have you ever tried to fucking push yourself around in a wheelchair, bro? Throw a bit of basketball in the mix, dog.
There was there's
Wushu
like-
at the bottom, bro. It has to be.
Equestrian.
yeah, no, that's different. Cricket, athletics,
Wait, maybe it's the horses.
mixed martial arts,
Horse
mountain
sea
biking.
biscuit.
Stop wheeling up. Go to Wushu.
Yes,
Go to
dude,
Wushu. Go
go
to
to
Wushu.
Now that we're fucking dizzy.
Cannabis owning.
Is it two dudes? Is it two
Two
dudes?
dudes both busted for weed.
Listen. If anything, those dudes were trying to make things a little bit more exciting.
Is there
This isn't the best. Do me a favor, Roarke. Just go to bodybuilding, bro. Like
okay, so let's see. Cannabis,
is this-
boxing, powerlifting, wheelchair basketball, boxing, hockey,
Powerlifting,
football, cricket,
respect.
boxing, athletics, wushu.
wheelchair basketball. Respect.
Yeah,
If you're playing wheelchair basketball,
you can do all of
hard,
it.
dude.
You can do all of
Fucking I'd actually. They should be winning awards.
it. Good. Oh, judo. Yeah, let's see judo. Some of those judokas are flipping.
ADRV. What the fuck is an ADRV?
Hydrochlorothiazide.
Obviously common. Oh, it's the same dude. Daniel Jacobus Lagrange. Do
Lachransi.
you think he's Afrikaans?
Lachransi.
Oh,
Diuretic.
Oh, okay. Weight cutting.
jeez, bro.
For
Go
Sure,
to
take it
bodybuilding.
easy.
What I call bullshit on is that there's not a single person for CrossFit here.
bro. Look at these guys, bro. What the? I've got so many questions. Firstly, of course, they're
Yeah.
fucking on steroids, bro.
Yes, how's that list?
Look at these oaks, bro.
How's that
I
list?
wish this was a podcast about bodybuilding, because then we could just check back every week and there'd be someone new.
But bro, I mean, like, obviously they're on fucking steroids, bro. And it's like, look, it's all the same thing. Glenbuterol,
Stanozol.
Glenbuterol. Yes, Glenbuterol's the boy. Listen,
How's this guy?
yeah, this
Oh,
one wasn't
he
fucking
beat Max
around.
Merton.
Terry
He
Thompson.
beat Max Merton. Terry Thompson did all the. But in fairness, though, like, it's a thing about getting big. Like the whole sport's about getting. Like, are you surprised?
It's just like, yeah, it's like, yeah, and whoa, bro. Listen, no, that's not
No,
Terry
that's
Thompson,
not Terry
bro.
Thompson, China.
That's fucking Mr. Olympia, bro.
Phil Heath.
Images for Terry. Here we go. There must be Terry on the left.
No, that's Ryan Terry.
Listen, Ryan Terry's fucking.
Look, obviously Terry Thompson's not
listen,
famous
go one
enough
over.
to be.
Yeah, bro. I reckon I saw a few of those looks at H2O.
Yes, we're doing so well though. We're gonna be completely asked by the bodybuilding community as
Guys, we are fucking in the reeds here, I'm not gonna lie.
well.
We are in
Put
the
raspberry and straws here. Fuck.
reeds. We are in the reeds. Thank you for tuning in. We'll chat to you guys soon. Fucking sorry about the bodybuilding assessment, but we'll see you guys later. Peace. Ciao.
Cheers.